Welcome on back and gather round, gang. It's time for some more Age of Wonders 4. We're back with part 3 of our Ruined Dravania run through Thrones of Blood, which has been a ton of fun, but I have had my attention split 3 ways with Warframe and then all the early access stuff for Tides of Torment, which I've kind of finally gotten head on. So if you haven't gotten to see any of the Tides of Torment stuff and you are interested, go ahead and jump over, take a look, and see if it is something that you might want to spend your hard-earned cash on. I think Tides of Torment is decent, but I can't spoil any more from there, at least not for now. So let's just jump back into this. We are back with our vampire goatman, where upon a kind of further review of our decisions, I think we've leaned a little bit too far into nature a bit too soon. We don't really need anything nature-wise unless it is buffing up animals, which I have maybe jumped the gun here with our last one, the Tome of Prosperity. That's fine. We have entered a forest of glowing crystal formations, showing eerie reflections of you and your troops. As you keep going through the forest, memories overwhelm you. Reflections of yourself fade into visions of the past. Let's use magic to fortify ourselves, and since it's been a little bit since we fought a battle ourselves, let's beat the brakes off these mimics. We definitely want to make sure our Dread Spider hatchlings, or one of our just weaker units in general, is the one that they decide to mimic, otherwise this is going to be a nasty fight. If they mimic our Dread Spiders, this becomes a much larger fight very quickly. To the fray. Alright, we'll cut to battle start there, as I had an aggressive coughing fit. Yeah, the 3 mirror mimics, they look spooky, but as long as you can get them to mimic, they basically will just copy the very first thing they can reach. So, say we decided to make it this Doom Bat, which is fairly trash. At least the Dread Spider hatchling has some stats. So we'll go ahead and move our bat here, and then allow the mimics to copy it. Everything else pretty much not going to move will allow the enemy to get towards us. In fact, I'm going to have the Dread Spider Matriarch fall back a bit on both sides. That way they don't get mimicked no matter what. Everything else here I really don't mind. We might go ahead and move our general forward though. And by might, I mean definitely. We're going to go ahead and move him to here. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop second win next turn. Can we hit anyone with a blood parasite? I don't want to give it to our allies, so we'll pass turn from there. We could have also moved the zombie in, too. Oh, they're gonna go for the crab. So everyone's turning into a shellmate crab. That actually is kind of concerning. So maybe they don't target the summons at all. I'll have to keep that in mind. There's some acid. Resistance has been sundered. They're doing things. Go ahead and summon in all of our extra baby spiders. Like I said, I should have sent the zombies in, but it's a little bit too late for that now. Road shellmate crab in. And then we're just going to sit here and blast spells at the enemy. Who wants a parasite? Very unlikely we'll get it to work on them because of the fact that they're mimics, so let's go ahead and drop the Blood Blight on the other frontline fighter, their bat. Oh wait, did one of them turn into the bat? That's awesome. Yeah, you're the mimic. Yeah, so it did kind of work, it's just you have to make sure they can't reach anything else. And blast him with that Echoing Shriek. Guard up with the crab, we'll go ahead and pop in another baby spider. Set him up this flank. And then the other Dread Spider can defend this flank. Sweet. As for our spells, Rite of Life, Leeching, Marcus Prey, Bloodletting, and then Death Bolts. Death Bolts is an interesting one. That's more damage than you'd expect here. I guess the crabs cut straight through armor, which is concerning. Yeah, here's what we'll do. Take the damage there, fly on over, punch them in the face, hopefully we don't get stunned. Oh, we did first try. Well, then there's no reason to go for the Death Bolts. We shall simply pass. After picking up some heals. Very glad to see that. Although they will go after our units that are real and not the non-vital ones. Grab duel. Bats are doomed just because they got stunned, unfortunately. However, that does trigger in our Mortal Blessing. Run up here and hit the old web. slowed and immobilized. We can hit them as many times as we want, no trouble. Try to do the same thing with this matriarch. Can we get close enough? We can. With the power of movement. Alright, chop through. One crab down. And we can hit him with the acid. Is this going to drop resistances? We're going to hit friendlies too, so no thanks. Most defense times 3. That's taking forever. We give someone else the Scarlet Plague? Ooh, we can. Enjoy death, fool. Should I have cursed them first? Oh, definitely, but deliver that now. Damage. Morale being drained with a quickness. And then we send in the non-vital zombies. Let's step forward once. Is there anything for them to snack on? Doesn't look like it. And just start tearing these mimics down. Non-vital in after the... Oh, did we get Astral Membrane immediately? Okay, no, we didn't. I'd like you to level up, and if you get hit, you're not going to be doing that, so... Let's hope. 2 heals, they swing back at you, that's only 24 damage. They could focus down, but I think that's a risk we're going to have to take. Yeah, they went exactly for what we expected. Oh look, they're going, trying to make sure they kill this unit. Oh, Phantasm Warriors, that was a lot of damage. Granted, that was zombies, so... Hitting rotten flesh with a blade made of pure spectral seems like that's a good idea. Charge strike. Is there anything better we can do? We can hit you with the old curse. And then instead of charge striking, we can go for the crypt blade to turn you into a zombie. That's not gonna work. They're immune to control loss. So we'll just go ahead and try to blind them then. That way we don't have to worry about any retaliations. And then we can go snooch around behind and chop. Lucky that wasn't a crit. You'd be very dead. Well, good news is we have our bats here, so they can scream at you. And it transforms back into a mimic. Grab you, do the honors. Slow and steady work, that is. This thing healed a lot. But at least Joe poisoned, we can make sure we kill this mimic. Dropping a tier 4 is going to really hurt morale for our foes, except for the ones that don't care. Let's go ahead and get our blood parasite active. Our brand new murderous worm bugs. And brain resisted. We'll just go ahead and keep chopping through this lad here. Take down that mimic. One of those, if they try to kill the vampire spider or the dread spider, they might be able to. Well, let's see. That's so much damage. AI, listen. You have problems. Are they going to try to run? Oh, no, they're leaving for another shot. Oh, I thought they were going to try to snipe one in. But they got stunned. Well, that's too bad. The worms have to finish things then. Nom nom on some astral wispies. Mimic down. Now, this is the one that we can't even bite them because they're ethereal. That's funny. Decaying, and we should probably just go for the echoing shriek here, and then the crabs can run, take out the mimic. Huge morale drops. Yeah, it cuts right through that defense as a tier. As a mythic unit that's a armor piercing, which is basically what this is armor piercing damage. Really good against the larger, higher tier targets. Ah, well, that kills, that kills. 42 damage. Well done, Matriarch. And that is another Wonder Clear. We get 45 gold and 10 mana. Nice. And then Reflections Aftermath. As the ambush of strange reflections dissipates, your troops sigh in relief. The crystal thicket pulsates with a new energy. You see a path with many forks up ahead, each one leading to freedom. Crystals shimmer and your troops smile as the new reflections show fond memories from the past. If only for a moment, and most of our troops are spiders, so I'm not sure what kind of horrifying fond memories from the past they're seeing. Ripping free of an egg sac and burying their fangs into a goat or something horrifying. I can't see anything fun going on there. They find solace and peace within the forest of the crystal. You go to take a closer look at the crystals yourself, and you see the horror above you. So we get good old knowledge, and then we can choose gold, a spirit wolf, and it gains the old friend trait. Oh wow, that is a really strong unit. And I think spirit wolves count as animals. Animals as well as ethereal? It doesn't say so. First day training with a weapon. And the first day you became an elder goat. No, actually, I'll probably take the gold. Spirit wolf would be nice, but we'll take the gold. Oh, we've met Fortuna. It looks like they are bug people. Step no further, she commands. Well, if that's how you have it. We'll see you later. Morbid sacrifice is done. We can use some of our embalm sacrifices to heal units to full, grant them camouflage, morale, and then an extra 20 hit points until the end of their next combat. There, morbid sacrifice is very good. And we're gonna spend our time trying to level up before we come back and take down Shardspar, because good grief, they trained up at least a couple of tier 4s in a hurry, and we need to boost up our own. That way we can actually compete. We've got a couple of pickups we can hit here, as well as dropping down an outpost somewhere up in the north. This is a really good spot for a city as well. And I think we would do well to get one going here. Our Elder Goat could get into another fight right away. Problem being that's a Lost Wizard, and I would prefer not to fight that without healing. The other things in the area I think we can handle, but the Lost Wizard I'm going to pass on. Alright, our Humomancer's underground. Hunter Spider Matriarch. Since you have nothing but range troops, we would likely get herb stomped there, so let's not go for that one. We need more units. Good news is we got other blood cultists coming in. Let's go ahead and hurry that recruitment along, and then I do think we need a Death Guard. Need some more tanky frontline fighters, and a Death Guard is definitely that. This den is still sleeping for 0 to 3 turns, so hopefully it doesn't reinforce. We can knock it out and get some nice benefits from it. In terms of what we need to build next, too, getting the next set of vampire chambers is pretty important, because we need the laboratory before we can... Not the vivisection. What am I thinking of? Yeah, so we need to get up to the Grand Halls, that way we can actually start dropping down the sunless terrain. Otherwise, we're going to continue to fight above ground and take those penalties, which is not great. Although to get there faster, I do think we need to go ahead and grab more production. And then more gold, because we are really hurting in terms of how much money we're making. Our claim province has been captured. That's fine. I knew she was going to try. That's why I grabbed the nodes I did, even if we couldn't clear them just yet. So we'll get down there to knocking those out eventually here. Next, Arcane Research. None of this is amazing. And a Nymph is not something we're really going to want to use, so let's go ahead and animate Flora. Excuse me, game. Animate Flora, and now we are starting to hurt for gold. You hate to see it. Put you back on auto explore while we're down here, or no, we do need to direct him, that way we can dig up certain terrain. Revels of Carnage is ready. We definitely want to pop this on our glorious leader. More experience gain. Get our Elder Vampire up to max tier as fast as possible. Okay, and we'll go ahead and join this squad with our new assassin unit. Coast, river, and water provinces grant more food, and rivers count as roads. That's a really good one for us to pick up. And then we can get road walk soon, allowing us to zoom along the map. Alright then, let's kill this Lost Wizard. Really? As your troops move to attack the Lost Wizard and his collection of horrors, the enemy squeals and submits. Slanesh, is that you? Undulating flesh and writhing tentacles. Oh, it is definitely Slanesh. Weave around in a grotesque show of panic as your weapons surround the group of eldritch horrors from the Astral Sea. With while terrifying an aspect, these beings seem to have no fight in them, at least not for you. We leave the macabre monsters to their terror or attack them anyway. We just win? We don't gain the experience though, so let's, even though it's gonna be brutal, let's fight them. Displaced reality, they've got a Mage Bane and a Lost Wizard. This is going to be something we need to kill quickly. The Flow Serpents are, they're fine. We're gonna basically just drop them with a couple of well-placed, you're bleeding, now take all the damage bombs. Oh, hang on now, is Auto-Resolve gonna... Are you gonna be a champion? No, you're gonna be the worst, and kill my Matriarch. Outright refuse? Alright then, here's the plan. This zombie. Go stand up front. Bats, you pretty much do the same. Everything else, we're gonna get into position to strike when the enemy's not paying attention. Kevin the Eternal with his javelin. And here's our new assassin unit, the Deathstalker. Our little stubby goats have never been more scary. Blade coated in blood. They're very good. We don't get to see what their abilities do without them kind of flashing on us. But you can see here just a single strike dealing 30 damage, which is going to be boosted depending on the amount of their immortal blessings they have. So the more enemies that die and the more allies that die, the stronger they are going to be. This Dread Spider's not doing so good, so we probably just want to bring it away from the battle. Matriarch, drop down your youngling. Disgusting. And just move up, get to position to actually blitz them when they get closer. Alright, Jump Cut is the latest wizard that popped in to chat for a moment. Let's go ahead and bring our immortals up into the woods. We will just allow... Ooh, hang on, you back for a moment. I want the Hemomancers to the safety of the group. This Flow Serpent will just teleport up and be a problem. You into the woods, you here. Flow Serpent won't be able to get in and do anything. At least, hopefully. Oh, here's our way to stop it. There we go. Anything it wants to attack is going to be able to punch back pretty effectively. In 2 turns, though, we're going to get Switcherooed and everyone is going to teleport, but for now... Good starting position. Or did he summon one? Ah, that's an interesting book chapter you got for yourself there, sir. Ouch. That's the tier 3 Astral Serpent, and then the lower tier Flow Serpent. Shattering Refuge, huh? Oh, and you can't deal damage at all. That's so lovely. They've just got precognition, so the next hit isn't going to actually land. That's 100% no problem. How do we do this the best? We are going to have to put down a miasma. Get our own guy there to kill him. Well, at least get the damage on the Mage Bane. Or we sacrifice them. They get precognition every time they get hit? That's not strong. Sniper shot or just a normal javelin. That's a lot of damage. may just not even need the miasma shot yet. We can run up and try to spear you. Only dealing 25. We get in behind him and javelin him. Is it any more damage? It's only 16 still. Okay, so it's just dealing a bunch to this flow serpent here. Alright, then let's set this guy up to detonate and give us some extra friends, shall we? Gains blood parasite and sustains damage. Enjoy. Now he has precognition, though, which means we need to get rid of. Immune to poison. We'll just go ahead and blast here, then. So now he's got the blood parasite, and we can just chuck the javelin. 48 damage, and we've got a new friend. Excellent. We can get you around on a flank. That is a flanking attack there. We got kind of locked out, unfortunately. Snack on this corpse. Our boss is kind of stuck for a turn. We'll use second wind just so we can move a hex. There. Now we can't use anything. Not being able to remove these buffs is unfortunate. Alarm. It's locked in place, though. And they let you strike it, just nothing happens. Alright, they get precognition again. Just strange unit to deal with. They've been negated on that last one, so we'll go ahead and drop down the Scarlet Plague, kill it, turn you into a friend. Keep getting that mortal blessing, though, so we need to kill as many as we can before we go for the assassin's turn. Yeah, you can't even be affected. It's just unfortunate. Spider, you give... Actually, can we give you the Parasite even though you're immortal? Oh, we sure can. Well, that makes it worth it there. We can try to immobilize him as well. At least slowed. So very likely to stick it and try to fight, even if it means death. Animal kinship is going to be deactivated. Well, that's not... Oh yeah, Deathstalk does more based on the amount of health they've lost. It really hasn't lost it yet, has it? And we can still run up here. Jump in and get in its face. Snack on this floor, that way we have space to get through. Sprint. And why not? You know, the other thing we do, we go for a Death Waltz with you. And then we deal as much damage as we get. It's not that much, but it's also not very expensive. And it clears us a path. You've got the Astral Storm now. Lightning damage, frost damage, fire damage. It could be much worse. Ooh, nice fumble, clown. Beating down my units that are expendable. Since you already have some plague going on, step forward here. We've got Overwhelm Tactics, and then the Animal Kinship as well, and then Blood Bolts. 17 damage, and another stack of Blood Parasite for you. The old... Oh, we got stunned. That's too bad. Give him the old rear poke. You got stunned as well. Astral Membrane is broken. 2 melee strikes or poison that we can't get. Let's move around. Like I said, clear some space. Weaken our guys, but we decay the foe. More blood parasite for you there. Are we going to get hit? Might as well strike back then. And bats, you go keep their attention. Our Deathstalker can snack on some trees. Oh, gain strengthen and then go slaughter. Sprint up and eat these bushes. Status protection? That's pretty good. We have so much to do. You sneak on around a spider, you too. Don't know if this Hemomancer's actually going to be able to do anything for the rest of the battle, but... Hit you with the Scarlet Plague. I mean, you might as well. It's more damage. Not resisted entirely. There's the screech into your back. We go Death Waltz, because it's funny. And let them explode next to this Mage Bane. Oh, not the same kind of detonation. Oh, there it is. Down he goes. The shrapnel from our worm. Mentome Renew. It's great you get one of those every single turn, isn't it? Oh, we got stunned. Well then, Immortals, you finished the job. That's even more Mortal Blessing. And we run in and flanking strike. Level 22. And the rest of this battle is just running down at this this lost mage here, so I'll catch you back at the campaign map. And down the beast falls. Took a long time. They ran from us forever. In the end, though, it didn't work, and we took them down, gaining 1 additional experience, 42 gold there, and 10 mana. Juggernaut's Boots. Starblades isn't the worst. We can crush non-fortified obstacles, which lets us just walk right through them. It's an interesting ability for sure. Bloodhorn gained a level, which is perfect, to a lucky level 13. On our way towards 16, aren't we? Summon a Bone Wyvern instead of a zombie. That's an idea, isn't it? Or Ritual Weakening. Or we need to make sure we're up in the fight. What does Unyielding give you? Dispels 1 negative status effect. That's really strong. Don't care about mind control, although it does last until the end of combat. The way around that is just... should give them the death waltz before they go back, but... Weakened or terrifying? That is a very tough call. Diseased, decaying, disrupted. What does disrupted do? That's the one that turns off their enchantments. Okay then. War Seeker. Oh. Or Will Breaker. Extra damage, extra hit points, stacks 3 times, then killing momentum. Well, let's keep working our way towards that then. We'll grab the Dark Ritual. Some Juggernaut Boots at least give us Some booties for our Elder Vampire. And we have to move around to get into a fight over there. That's fine. Leave you back in the Crystal Thicket. We can pretty much just have the two armies get involved separately. We should be able to. But don't you kill any of my units. I'll accept one running. And a Giant's Bane. Nice. Really, there's only one there. For some reason, I feel like it's an absolute trap. Back here, then. You launch forward. I don't understand. Kill my crab, huh? He's been through some fights. You're gonna take him down now. I think not. We'll take this all out to the max tier speed. That way we can deal with it in a hurry. Anyone who has taken too much damage, stay away from the fight. Everyone else, move up and get ready to punch as hard as you can. Okay, so we'll just move behind these trees here. Might as well have you snack on this to gain a bit of health. Turn around. That's up. Zombies forward. Everything that needs to heal, you're just gonna stay back and not get involved. Excellent. We pass. Alright, let's begin by dropping down the weakening miasma. No line of sight, huh? Here, then. And we can stand in our own weakening miasma all day. Scarlet Plague. And then the Scarlet Plague. Give you the sprint. Allows you to get in close and charge strike. See Snake? Go all in on trying to take the snake down. And we'll kinship into a... Yeah, it was a flank, but not quite a kill. These bushes in our way. If we eat them, does that no longer break our charge? Oh, it does. Not quite down, though. I think if we move to here, we get them all with the web. Kills that one, turns it into a maggot. Which we can empower to try to kill its ally. Shrubs are all back there, no real reason. Use the second wind to move forward a hex. Drop down a... Oh, you have to get closer. Whoops. Well, now you know. Blind. Let's go Parasite here on you. And then we'll chop you in the face. Coming in the Wee Spider. Send in our zombie. Animal kinship bonus damage. We'll just leave you there. If you could kill from here, that'd be perfect. The last echo hit me. No reason to waste any mana. Let's see what punches the bats, punches the zombies. So if they just go for our summons, that is a completely perfect battle here. Almost. Hitting single entities, though, does not affect me in the slightest. Now that's a parasite. How exciting. Can you eat the one that's not? Good. Hungry, hungry parasites. 12 damage. Now we can't get any closer. However, we can just hit him with a Scarlet Plague. Dropping them. And turn them into maggots as well. take the damage, step over. Animal kinship. Poison the ogre. The old constitution won't save you this time. That graze is too bad. Nothing else can get any closer. Move up, take down the ogre. He's about to run. And from there... heal some damage, and then we'll basically give... Ooh, hang on, he has a turn. We have to death waltz you. He's doomed. I'm dealing maximum damage, but we'll see that detonation might still kill. Not quite. They both get dropped by the parasite same time, resulting in another glorious win for Bloodborne. 18 food, 18 mana, 27. We get a whole heap just for winning battles now. I realize that 10 mana just increases by 10 each time when we put it in a new city, so our wins are going to get very, very profitable. Best place to put in the city itself is probably going to be like right here in this tower, or directly on the gold mine here. So that's where we're going to put it. It's a little bit close to Chardspar, but we're going to have Chardspar expand down to the south. Alright, well that's going to be all for that group for this turn. We do unfortunately have more units coming on through, and I don't know what they look like. The whole squad of zombies. This one's not that big a deal. But they did exactly what we didn't want them to do, and they woke up the very next turn. So we do need to fall back. Jump the gun a little bit trying to take them down. Alright, now if anything wants to come attack, we have all of these units here to stop it. The second REV is being built up, we just can't afford them very well. These Bound of a Field are taking forever to get built. Stonemason in a single turn, we'll go ahead and rush that. Masonic Hall. There's so many things we need. Let's pick up the market. Orders required, my lord. To the surface, sir. Seems pretty simple to me. Our new cult assassin. Let's send him up to join this squad. They definitely could use the extra damage. And we really can't afford any more units. We gotta wait. We've got to wait. Instead of just going for a morbid sacrifice, we can just gain even more experience, and I say that goes to... Okay, so we can't give it to the same army multiple times. Let's give it out here, then. Revels of Carnage. Well, I'm glad we went ahead and prepared with the Revels of Carnage. It's a low-risk battle. We'll auto-resolve. Take over if we lose anything, which we don't, so sounds good to me. I'm glad they're not going after this outpost, but now we've got the overflowing cathedral to deal with up here. I'll let you all let me know in the comments which of the vampire lords should we be at war with. Chances are we're going to be fighting Griselda as well as one of the other vampires, so I'll let you all help me out and decide. Is it going to be Mavelith, the Grave Mom, or is it going to be Votorak, our best bud from Sylvania? Envy's Thorn. I seek renown. Do I not deserve it? Currently you're a dominator, you haven't really brought anyone back from the dead. Oh, we could turn Kevin into an elitist. Ruler's retinue makes our vampire even stronger. No, I think we're gonna keep you. Be proud of who you are and achieve glory. Next Rebels of Carnage is going to go to our other hero. That way they can all keep pouring that experience back into our Elder Goat. Griselda's back in the void. Good. We also need to kind of keep an eye on what she's giving her units in terms of enchantments. That way we can work to counter them, because she is definitely going to be one of our main foes. Negative gold income is not great. I would definitely use some more mines. Well, they've left themselves completely open. This is glorious. Our levitating goat general, get in there. Low risk battle. We might end up having to fight it for the sake of our snow spirit. But actually, I don't care about our snow spirit. We'll let him go. Ruthless Bolt Bane, a heap of resources, and a shielding protector. And then we'll allow this Marauder to keep dealing damage to the overflowing cathedral. That's pretty perfect. Baisal, the Blade Master, has leveled up. Hack Leader. Blood Drain cooldown. We'll go ahead and give you the... This Drain Familiar just doesn't ever feel as useful as stealing a unit from the enemy. Currently just has a Bolt Bane, we give you a Ruthless one. Kevin the Eternal has a Camouflage Killing Band. We'll go ahead and give you Bolt Bane, harder to hit. Make ya harder to hit. More provinces for the valley. Let's go ahead and pick up another territory next to the Shattered Rosewood of the Intelion, which I need to... Putting a farm there is what you want. Grants us knowledge as well. And then we just need to kind of expand around now to this other province. We get 3 in there. Anytime we're doing battle in a sunless terrain, we get some kind of parasitic... Here, I'll just read it off instead of guessing. Parasitic contamination. So each turn, all enemies with bleeding have a 60% chance of turning that bleeding into a parasite instead. And that's any time we're fighting in sunless terrain. Let's go ahead and walk over this direction. Unveil. We've got 2 armies up to the north. Gonna take us a little bit longer to scoot around to that side then. This way, go fight the battle with this army. There were some spiders hiding in the woods. Who would have guessed? They're cut down pretty easily, and then we can move up and... Got these centipedes as well. There's a trickster, a cursed ogre. Nothing too threatening. Yeah, you go join up with that army as I try to stifle a yawn. We can pick up Morbid Sacrifice. But we're healing quick enough that I don't think we want to waste our embalmed sacrifices just yet. I'm thinking next to the mausoleum is boosted by conduits, and the blood altar is boosted by farms. Okay. Realize I also probably have to get rid of this province, so let's go ahead and raise this one. Put in a forester here. I'm just going to reorganize how we have our domain set up. Go ahead and call in some more wild animals, because if we take a look, they are all costing only mana. So, in fact, including the Dread Matriarch, we can use them, or use a bit of our mana pool to get a few more units where normally we can't afford them. Day 40 is upon us. Which means it's time to make some more experience in a hurry. This outpost is done. Let's go ahead and pop in the palisade walls. Take one step closer. All of these units. Oh, we've got you evolved into the matriarch. Vampire Spider Matriarch. Welcome. Let you go join up with this squad. Same thing with the Death Cultist. These three armies should have no trouble. We lose a cult. That's not even possible. Sure, your tricksters are scary, but unless we just charge our cultists straight in to die, there's no way. And that's our bats and zombies job, anyway. Anyone who's already weak, stay away from the fight. And then pretty much you come back as well as everyone else, though. How far can you move? Do it there, so we'll just kind of step up. Snack on these trees. We'll take the regeneration. You move around. You as well. Delicious bush snack. Just eating all of the terrain. And then we'll go ahead and set you up in the center and wait. We pass the turn. You're gonna go group up. Interesting. Well, I'll take that opportunity to bring in a whole bunch more units. Baby spiders all over the place. We'll just charge you to get some damage. Oh no, I've been ghost flamed. Whatever shall we do? This is one we might go ahead and blood blight our own. It'll give that parasite to everyone. Hang on now, is that an AoE? It did 2 others than 2 hexes. Ah, okay, fair enough. This is why we read, wizard. Yeah, you need a plague. It looks good on you, trust me. Get a flank on that trickster, but good grief, is it tanky. Someone in a baby spider. Do likely go crazy and attack us. Just give us some options. Zombie you too. Everyone else can pretty much stay in the back. You get decent damage from there. Drop some morale a bit. Spearman, you just go ahead and set up and become the wall. Ooh, you know what a really good idea is? To death waltz here. Parasite body didn't work, and then when that guy goes and takes his last step, we get a worm. Okay, I figured they might try to steal that unit, make him go insane. Goes back to push our ranged hero. Same thing with these polearms. Alright, well, Ghostfire is a cool looking effect, but it's not going to be enough for you. Yum yum. We have the opportunity to move over, stab, and give our lord, hopefully. Oh, he doesn't have enough move because we have the parasites here. Well, that's too bad. The one time they kind of hurt us. Sure, strike in there for a nice crit. I'm gonna go for the 45% chance to hit. Beautiful. Take him down, spiders. And the assassin. Oh good, there's worms in the way again. Always worms in the way. Can't quite reach you. You should be glad. Anyone else really need it? I guess any of the units that are expendable should get up. That way the enemy's targeting is kind of thrown off. Everyone needs a Scarlet Plague. And we'll go ahead and pass from there. Wee bit of orange fire damage to match our blue fire damage. Everything just dies from dot effects. That's awesome. Break down the middle. Vengeful flames resisted. Echo that in. It didn't quite work. Oh, we'll just death waltz. Nice and easy. Doomed but honored for their sacrifice. We have so many death waltz targets too. Oh, there's 100 Imperium? Yes, please. Also, hang on now. Do we end up losing a unit after all? What happened? Oh, never mind. I moved the Matriarch over here to this army because he's got the Druid ability. Yes. There was method to the madness. We'll once again leave our assassin behind and go take out some of these other nodes. Brother. Keep my spiders alive. Like, no, absolutely not. This spider, he looks like he should run right into the front line. I don't know why you would think that. That's to here. The enemy's dumb. They'll move in close and get afflicted with some parasites. Yeah, we'll go for the summon spiders. Shell crab, you get out of there. That way you're not taking any damage. Or can you move, sir? On a fear to view for sure. Block that off. Pretty quick setup. Got a wall of summons they've got to get through. There's the life seed applied, which is actually a good idea. Pretty decent idea. Get up in their face. So many abilities. Oh, it said to consume this flora, you lunatic. Oh, it's not flora, it's standing next to a crystal. That's fair. Enjoy the parasite. Again, I should have given that. Since if it gives it to 2 other enemies every time, if it's an ally that you basically consider expendable, definitely worth giving. Death Waltz. Enjoy your weekend. Then we send in the Vamp Spiders. Goth Spiders inbound. We got smacked up good there. Yeah, almost kills. If we get a crit, it definitely does. Smack. Not this time. 50% chance with the Echo to kill them. Didn't quite happen, so we'll just take them out with poison. Mortal Blessing triggers, bring in these Spidales. Nothing else. We could go for one more move point. And that's all you get. In their place? Oh yeah, there's no worm. Death Waltz wasn't nearly as effective there because we didn't contaminate them first. I want to run in and fight you. Welcome to my team. All that flanking damage. And then there's just you. Weird how that works. That was almost sounded like one of the fainting goats. Unfortunate death sound. Oh, the matriarchs can't reach, but can the bat? The bat can, he's a champion. So glad there's a hero. So glad there's a hero here. That's more involved sacrifices. Hopefully we can take him alive, though. Please. We're hungry for some orc. So apparently some mammoth riding orcs. Oh, are you the only orc? Jerwasa the Learned? The burly darklings? Frosty Orb of True Damage? Ignores all defense and resistance, but deals 35% less damage. Just gonna get better the longer the game goes on. Damn, spiders in. Got our kind of pseudo gun line of Javelin and Bat Shriek. We want to move up with the front line? Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I think we do. You obviously need to come back and heal. They're just going to get knocked out, but we can bring them with the Matriarch and Shellmit Crab. Alright, there's your evocation. That's why we check to see what abilities they have. The Elemental Gateway and the Blast Evocation. Lands on deck killing some spiders. And they're very scary, I understand. You run up there with the Razor Web. No line of sight on either of them, really. Get around those shields with the Echoing Blast. No plants to eat. If we sprint, we get into any better positions. No, but... Why can't we hit them? Wait, what? Oh. Not sure what was going on there. 36 damage. Now we're gonna go ahead and steal some blood from you. Then a takedown with the spider. Good stuff. We can go ahead and pass over a parasite. It won't hit everyone. Unless we move you to ear bats, then give you that parasite. Now he's actually out of range. That didn't feel very worth it. Weaken their archers then. Poison and blood parasite should work in tandem quite nicely. Get in their face, run up and get the mobilization web going. Hit both of them with a Thunder Defense spray, that's awesome. Heal up any lost damage, and we'll send the spider his way. A wee bit more tactical here, but only because we want to keep our troops alive. As we get our slithers killed. Oh, you rats. no wyverns this time. By killing our weak, all you do is empower us. Oh yeah, you might as well just summon in wave after wave first. Inner Zappy. These orcs have all snacked on electric cords a little bit too much. Drop down the immobilization web, and then here. I don't like what you did to my units, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to dominate you, thanks. You belong to me now. Inner lighting, not much of a threat. Now you've been caught by our matriarch, which pretty much spells your doom. Overwhelm tactics. We've got them locked in. Let's just go for more damage on their mage. Yeah. 38 more damage to be exact. $21 damage. You're swiftly running out of friends. Whatever should you do? Try to... Well, I mean, you put down some fire, so fair enough. The bow of frost flame. Those orcs must die. These orcs must die. Maybe don't get animal kinship for staying next to birds. Go ahead and run up and hit you with a curse. And a charge strike. Securing us the win. Our Slither dies, but I think that's entirely acceptable. Frosty Orb of True Damage belongs to us now. And we've got the Shielding Cloak. Sure. Call another wild animal? Yeah, I think we will. Over here. Young Caustic Worm and a Doombat. Let's grab the Young Caustic Worm. He's young and caustic for now, but soon. He shall be glorious. Line them up, and we need to get down here and deal with this infestation in a hurry. So that's what we'll do next turn. Kevin the Eternal, I saw that was remains. We didn't manage to capture her alive. Too bad. This initiative chaos really doesn't make sense. Let's go Stunning Drain. Give you a Shielding Cloak for now. We could sell some of these to our allies and neighbors nearby, and then Bloodhorn level up again. Melee Mage, Weakening Aura. Yeah, let's go Weakening Aura. Gervasa has been collected. We shall embalm her immediately. Do his 6 sacrifices. That was wait till next turn to dive into the underground. Summoning another army like that in a hurry was pretty unfortunate, but that just tends to be how it works. Now we need 3 farms to make the mint worth it. I'm gonna hit the rush button. And pop in a farm over here. Boosts our mint. And our Masonic Hall. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Masonic Hall first. Get our production going as much as possible. We do have to take a bit of a break on recruitment, at least natural recruitment. We can use the wild animals like crazy. Which is pretty great. And now we have a proper army to go clear that out. Instability here I'm not a fan of. It's the Whispering Stone here. Go ahead and take it away and give it to Sanguine Valley instead. There we are. Death God has been produced. We'll go ahead and send our spy on through here to get digging. And that's going to be all for this turn. Alright, day 41 is upon us. Let's go ahead and turn and immediately get charging over here towards whatever infestation this is. Everyone go ahead and join back up. We'll have you stick in with Kevin the Druid. And we're just going to keep an eye. Another Call Wild Animal. I think this army over here is entirely fine, so we'll go ahead and give this to Kevin. Who gets an Ice Spider, huh? Now let's go for the Gortusk Piglet. We've used so many spiders. Mana and knowledge upon conquest of a city. We really want advanced logistics here. Advanced logistics and road building in tandem is such a good combo. Take down the city of Thorak. Yeah, so everyone's at war with one another. Everyone at least is at war with two others. So she's fighting both the vampires. The vampires are each fighting each other and Griselda. And then we get to just take a side. Either of those we see. Well, this one's the one that's much closer to us. So yeah, we can go ahead and pick up the bounty. Oh, no, those ones we can set up. Never mind, I don't want to set up bounties myself. You move forward, and then we can have this squad take out the marauding force. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, like I said. Some would consider your course of action deeply unwise. Oh, he doesn't like that I keep building up. Brother, get over yourself. I'm the only one allowed to build empire here, don't you know? You're angering me. Okay, I don't care. Well, that squad's gonna get jumped. Can we bring them any assistance? We can. Well, no, we can't. Unfortunate. We can bring two of them in to help. So we're gonna keep bouncing back and forth here. Let's grab the Blood Cultist and the Polearm. We still have 38. Let's go ahead and pick up those Rebels of Carnage, because that's sure to have worn off by now. And that's all for this turn. Alright, day 42 is upon us. Here, we're gonna go deal with this monster den. Shows us a small one, but apparently it's big enough that it's a problem. Why is this a thing? Wow, stop killing my units. Did we forget to drop down the Rebels of Carnage? Yes. Alright, they go for the summon right away, which makes sense. They've seen me do it. Time and time again. I don't mind the polearms being up and in their face either. Polearm's immortal. Have the Deathstalker and you guarding that unit for if anyone wants to get any closer. Start summoning in mole friends. Bats in the woods, zombies waddling around the outside. More summons. Flood them in a cloud of summons. Go ahead and give you that second wind to heal and then let them come over here towards us. Should be a great time. can have you come on back and eat some flora real quick. And they just gotta circle around here. Everyone else is in pretty good shape. We pass. The web goes down on both. We can still teleport here, it's just not gonna kill. That spider strike is mean, isn't it? And they all went on one side. Your job was to pin them in place. Very low chance. What if we eat the trees? I can't because they're standing in them. I feel like you still are able to, but maybe not. Let the zombie take the damage. The spider fight them in the back. Damage. I'm going to go ahead and hit the blood blight over here. Give all of them the blood parasite. 50% chance to kill, and we'll take it. Get you back with the webs, immobilize their spiders as well. Oh, whoops, we're immobilized. Sprinting isn't going to matter. And I'll do some damage. We can't displace them, unfortunately. Yum, yum, meet them up. They're far too close to that nitro, so let's punish them for it. Mobilized. Air placers. Still immobilized. So just go ahead and turn and look. Or no, we can't even move. We can't even move, we're so immobilized. Lance, save me. Funnily enough, that kind of works. Bring in the plants and have them start trying to constrict. Let's heal yourself up first. Really wish I could move them, but that's not gonna be. Oh, hang on now. To the rescue? To the rescue indeed. Finish him with a quick javelin chuck. Was it an ally instead? The day has been saved. Alright, now we have the opportunity, since a lot of them are also immobilized, to just get in and be obnoxious. I mean, that doesn't feel good. Killing my immortals is not a good use of your time. Hate to break it to you, but you are going to be turning into a maggot quite soon. So you better enjoy your new life as a maggot. Get in the middle of these lads here. Start trying to pin some in place. Easily enough to kill. Bringing us in a new friend. Sniper shot there. We have you go for the flanking strike. Bring all of them in. Damage. 2 hits for you. 3 for the, well, 1 for the maggot. 3 for the snake. And we'll go for the crypt. Well, let's first curse you. Then crypt blade to get a kill. Which should recharge our second wind. You're all lucky I can't do anything about it. Steps back so the zombies get out of the way. Now there's way too many of our units in the same area here. Let's Smoke is the big target. That is 25 damage. If Maggot comes forward once, though we can try to get a better try, crit. That's what we want to see. More Blessing for All, empowering my Deathstalker as well. Maggot for some damage. I mean, they're constricted, so they are pretty much dead. Guarantee you there, send them around the outside. Good old 15 damage hemorrhage bolts. Final spider. No, you don't get to run after jumping and hitting my lads. That is a blue player mechanic if I've ever seen it. We use our last spell and then it'll be past. You can't do anything. We miss. Kill them, Hemomancers. Bloodbending strong, who would have guessed? Alright, now before we forget, good grief. Revels of Carnage down on the boss. Anime Flora is done as we saw in that battle there. We can get Blood Fury weapons, Revels in Blood. Or Call of the Wild. All animals and cavalry gain bolstered defense and strengthened. These are both great. I'd like to know how much it costs to afford the Blood Fury weapons. We probably can't, but man. Having them in our repertoire would be too good to pass up. Pillaging Province takes less time. And heals you. That's so good. Slowly and steadily we advance here. This monster den is going to get blown up, and then, finally, at long last, we can deal with Shardspar. And there's a lot of you, but we're more elite. We saw the Hunter Spiders are mean. They've got a lot of them and one Matriarch. I still think we win. One down into the underground. We also get that bonus damage. We don't lose our bonus damage. Low risk battle. If we have to lose one, I'll take it. Pursuer and a Deathstalker. No, I don't think so. We've got more skills than that. Bring it on, creepy crawlies. Let's do this. Run up and stand in position here. Bloodmancer staying a little bit back. Here for a charge. You come on around and snack on some mushrooms. Everyone have a mushroom feast. Alright, probably even you there. Snack on this great big tree of mushrooms there. You get rally. That's not bad at all. I will admit our leader does have quite a few very good abilities, but bolster defense. And they need to be able to reach us, otherwise they're not going to even try. Kind of move them back, get them into a spot where they're going to get jumped by a lot of guys all at the same time. and Deathstalkers, you two just stay away from that unit they have sweeping around there. We want to get into a fight with these guys first. I don't know that animating them is going to be a good idea. I think they're just going to get killed immediately. Although it will take their attention up. And if I can constrict you like that, now that's the only one that can't go anywhere and must stay in position. There, that woke them up. Oh, they actually got us with a stun. And immobilization. Do they kill it this turn? No, that means they're going to waste more turns. Oh no, they're going to use the Hunter Spider jump. Well, now it's time to start doing some work. Bring those worms to our team. Here momentarily. Yeet. And go for the kill. Ah, the miss is too bad, but that would have been a kill otherwise. Drop it in there. Mortal Blessing gets going. We can move in and... You've already used your web. Like you with a Scarlet Plague. Charge him with the worm. Mind control the Hunter Spider there. Excellent. And they just start flanking this poor fool, which is going to turn into a worm too. I'm going to have that warrior be our sacrifice. And then we shall pass. Or how much is it actually to animate that flora? It's only 20. It's pretty cheap. We can use it to hold up their entire army. We get them constricted, they can't leave. Yep, that looks good. Pass turn. It's a worm battle. Does everything else go to attack these spiders, though? Yeah, they do. Mobilize, blind, flanked. I mean, I'm gonna use the Death Waltz on if they survive. Looks like you have Life Seed attached. You do. Wonder when that happened. I wonder when that happened. Nicely, we just go ahead and heal up again. That's 29 heals. Yeah, move it in Charge Strike here. We're gonna go ahead and give this Caustic Worm the Death Waltz. So have it, get rid of any defenses on this poor fool. As much damage as we can get, we'll drop the Death Waltz here on this worm. Strike the other worms there. And when you do detonate, it's entirely fine, you'll come back. Nah, even with the crits. Not quite enough to kill. Evomancer, though, does just fine. Takes them down. This turns into another maggot, which will eat this corpse. And will turn to start chunking into their shield troops here. Yeah, the Assassin Strike isn't going to do that much damage. Hit them right in the front. Damn, man, we could almost get him. 15, and then we hit him with the Assassin Strike, and that's another one of theirs down. He's flying off the back of the dragon. Jump them. Didn't quite kill. Oh, they actually, if they can't reach, they'll come back to their position? That is so strong. You know you want to get tricked. All things considered, you keep targeting my troops with resurgence, and you're gonna keep giving me extra value. They made it to the Furies. But now we can drop down another parasite here. A parasite here. $49 damage on a strike. Eat the worms, they taste vaguely of Tootsie Rolls. They just gotta burst in your mouth. It's a Tootsie Roll to surprise. Smack them at Death Waltz to give them the full resurgence. Heal this unit, turn it into a maggot. We'll kill their boss hogs through just losing morale. Double up on that bleed, you step in. We have a fumble chance. It's because they're loud and obnoxious. That should be a pretty easy kill, especially with 69 damage total. And then poke. Beautiful critical hits. What say you now, Marauders? How they say flank my flankers. Bold strategy, we'll just turn around and blast them with hemorrhage bolts. Lower chance to hit ones first. And then one strike to finish it. Don't even have to get in there for a flank. Maggots for the victory there, and we'll take it. Another den destroyed. Debauchery. Not on my watch. Ooh, a Monster Slayer bow. Might even want, well, these areas are not really great for putting in cities, but good for expanding down into maybe a little bit. Alright, that's another infestation dealt with. Onward we travel. Morbid Sacrifice is an interesting idea. But I don't see a reason to use it just yet. We need to get in here and take out this monster den. And like I've said a couple times here, back to Shardspire. Summon in another wild animal here. Let's do so. With this squad, we can go ahead and pick up an ape. Like any of these units. We'll pick up the Wyvern Fledgling because at least it can then evolve. If it manages to survive, it shall evolve into a beautiful butterfly. Day 43. We're going to go ahead and move above the ground here. And then work towards clearing out the Lover's Spring and then moving further south. Everyone can get involved in this fight here. You to this position. Oh, just barely. Use the rose to get in closer. And that blows up the den. Nice and simple. My new wyvern. Listen, AI, you absolutely know for a fact we wouldn't lose this unit, but you're gonna make me fight this anyway, huh? Auto resolve kicks in and they just charges straight into the middle. Alright, battle of the spiders and the animal users. It's a Pokemon fight. How far up? Hunter spiders are obnoxious because it doesn't really matter. They can be wherever they want. Deathstalker in the front. Vamp spider, baby. In the trees. Actually, we can eat these trees. No, we can't. I feel like before we were able to snack on trees even when there were our allies hiding inside them, but not at the moment. No, it's too close. You're gonna get webbed. Gonna get webbed. Spears up front. Our expendable troops behind. Go snack onto these. Would have been probably better to have them do it. Alright, bats up, zombies up. They will have them kind of support one another because that is a lot of range troops for sure. Baby spiders. Alright, looks good. You want to draw them in, so we've got ourselves some fairly defensive and fairly luring positions here. Not lurid, but luring positions. You just gotta... Oh no! My hermit crabs. Been so long since I've seen any ladies, all I've seen is bats, spiders, and maggots for so long. Is there anything we can do to bring them back faster? I don't think so. This music is bumping. I don't really want to deal damage to my own. My loyal shellmet crabs. Alright, my least favorite targets, or my least favorite opponents we're dealing with right now is these hunter spiders. Let's all in for dealing with them. We'll apply some parasite on this side as well. Charge, strike. Double up that damage. Wyvern probably needs to stay out of things. Battle Piggy. If we manage to hit them, that's fantastic. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. Go for just the 50 there. Mama Vamp Spider up. Drop the webbing. And you remove their... Oh, that's not exactly what I meant to do. You remove their defense mode while the other one does the damage, but that's just not the way. Here, you come back here, eat these bushes, then run back and punch him in the face. Nice. We go for a Deathstalk here. Power him up. And recharge that ability in one go. Would it actually push the blood maggot back too? That's cool. We'll at least go for the immobilization. Oh, it didn't actually work. He's already immobilized. We will second wind to get around. Curse you. Blood Blight. Delicious snacks. At this point I go for a bite, it's killing it, so let's just go for the bats. It's not really. Just hit him with a charge strike. Web up. Ah, we didn't quite do it. Nor our very own Shellmet Crab. Force the healer to use its heals on itself. We cannot for your retaliation. And I'd say that's a pretty good turn. We pass. Poison into the Matriarchs, but they resisted pretty well. Really mind my Shellmet Crab getting some heals. Tries to take down our Maggot. Fair enough. We will simply have you get a 50 heal. These spiders are hungry. One shot there. Sends you straight to the afterlife. Grazed. Does it matter if you know you're doomed? Go with a sniper shot back here. Awesome. I'll take a graze. Send the Wyvern some support. See, that's when we lose them right there. Goats and pigs working together. It's like a Tuskor chariot. Alright, Worm. Is there any more snacks to have back here? Doesn't look it. Not yet, at least. Scarlet Plague. Alright, so let's do this clever. We'll be able to re-up our movement. Ah, never mind. We have to use one of our 3 action point abilities no matter what. Yep, sit to the bats. Get our crabs back. Take a smidgen of damage. We'll go ahead and blast you. Morale drop being enough to kill. Well, that's not what it is, but we've got another worm here. You should have run when you had the chance. I think a Death Waltz here would have been even more efficient, but I think we're fine. Zombies with a kill. Our leader with a kill. Then we can use the second wind. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, too bad. Flanked, and now they don't have nowhere to hide. That's their support unit gone, and it looks like that's probably enough for our foes here. Now they're gone, and that's another infestation dealt with. Enchanted Crown of Accuracy, a heap of resources, and some rune leggings. Excellent. Now we turn and go deal with Shard Spar. Sanguine Valley kinetics of the province. You'll love to hear it. So now we have to expand around into this area over here. Oh man, we need more gold. Give me that mine. 3 turns, we can increase it for 54. I don't see a reason. I don't see a reason. Now, beautiful, you all will move up to Lover's Spring. That might make him angry, but I don't think I'm going to care at all. Not even slightly. Excavate Z's province. Sanguine Valley can go ahead and build something new. I say we need stonemason. Everywhere needs more production. And having control of the underground is pretty important too, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. Production up to nearly 100 is not bad. Let's go ahead and pick up the castle chambers now. The time is now. And we'll grab more Revels of Carnage, and we'll save those, because there's no one in battle right now. I would like to grant you, good sir, a skeleton horse, and you will give me gold. And I'll give you another skeleton horse if you have some more gold. She has no magic materials, and neither does this one, really. Well, Griselda. Looks like I can't trade anything with you at all. And Mavelith we can, though. So Mavelith, if I give you the Shielding Protector, you're going to give me almost nothing. Fair enough. Alright, day 44, we definitely need to start getting ready for our fights with the other factions, because just these ticking down constantly is not a good sign for sure. Let's get moving. We almost have advanced logistics, so just one more turn there. Grabbing the expansive reach into advanced logistics. My domain has been invaded. What a bad sign. Oh, she's already got the Painbringer going. Painbound, Lightning Focus, Joy Siphoners, and Tormenting Projectiles, so she's gonna be a problem to fight. I can't wait. Alright, so let's move around as far as we can and then excavate this province. It is time to focus up and stop dealing with things around our empire. We cleaned them out pretty quickly, which is exactly what we needed. So back up here to Charge Spar. Quick and in a hurry. And then next turn we can make ourselves move quite a bit faster, which is good. Alright, day falls back to us. And, revel without a cause, your steward insisted you hold a formal feast for your distinguished subjects. Unsurprisingly, the event is tedious and insipid. Guests wearing suffocating dresses and awkward robes sit at long tables, solemnly chewing bland meals. Troubadours play dull tones reserved for refined banquets. Per tradition, a dancing bear has fallen asleep. The conjurer, fruitlessly, tries to retrieve his doves from the great hall's rafters. Someone sneezes, then promptly apologizes. It has fallen to you to add spice to this dreadful feast. How will you proceed? Oh, so you either lose stability or gain it, or you can have a crisis. Well, we might as well do some Gamba. And we succeed. Losing all of our money in the process. Hey, look, some more money. Just what we needed. Well, the good news is we have good stability now. Is it something we care about that much? We shall find out. Bait and bathe. After arduous travels, the bubbling waters of the refreshing Lover's Spring seem very inviting to Baisao and his army. The peaceful murmur of the stream is punctuated by playful laughter. And don't just stand there, calls a welcoming, seductive voice joined by a chorus of laughter. Their mistlings are frolicking in the waters, but they look like cats, so gross, no thanks. It's a trap attack. Avert your eyes. Oh, that's the way. Blind, but immunity to seduced. And then we auto-resolve. Annihilating them. Aesau emerges victorious from the Lover's Spring. One final nymph approaches, arms raised. Did I miss all the fun? She asks playfully, where Aesau then plunges the blade into her neck. Join us. Food or gold. We need food. Population points. Can we just go ahead and grab another mine? The spread in this town is kind of strange. Let's pick up a quarry here and try to expand around towards the Shattered Rosewood. Yep, she keeps invading to go underground. Shard Spar is sent to a war party for us to harvest. Lovely. Truthfully, we do thank them for their glorious sacrifice. Ah, so you can't, of course, build a road over, so why would you path me over the mountain if that's where we can't build the roads? Move to here, and then build the road down to this beastie. Awesome. Retreat. Bring you in. Oh, really? Are you sure about that? Bonus experience. The Wyvern can make it into our army. Okay, so let's go ahead and have you pull back one. Wyvern join our army. That means this whole crew is not going to get involved. Oh no, they take the higher number. That's good. Back into Bloodhorn's army, you bat. Bounty has been posted to take out this outpost. I'll have to declare war to do that, so no thanks. I thought you were supposed to be some amazing vampire hunter. How about you prove it? How about you prove it? We're waiting. And let them clear their own stuff. Then we'll head back down here to build up at the Sanguine Valley. We need the work camp to get into the Lover's Spring, but it's expensive, and I don't want to spend money right now on it. As I rush this for 28. Alright, now we've got the Room of Recall, so our vampire can come back faster. The laboratory grants us more knowledge, and then unlocks the Vivisection Ritual. Enemy army sustains damage, and we gain knowledge. Hello, then. More than anything, we really do need the Grand Halls. That we can start dropping down the Desecration Ritual, which target adjacent surface provinces. And adjacent surface provinces gain Sunless, and then enemy armies sustain 20 frost damage. We need it. We just have no money. Hey, Vdorak, old friend. What if I give you a shielding protector? I will take 49 gold. It's not much, but I'll accept it. Since you're not a wizard, are you willing to trade us? She's gonna give us mana. That just is almost an insult. Whole boast an insult. Right then, let's give it one more in turn, and then that is likely all the time I've got for today's episode. Oh, they took the thicket from us. I mean, that's actually kind of fine. Allows us to re-clear that one, right? Let's move on over here and teach you a lesson. Taking my things is something you shouldn't do. Ever. Oh, need to teach you a lesson, but we lose a piglet. Well, I'll go ahead and fight this one in between episodes, but that's going to be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping on by today's Chapter 3 of our Ruined Dravania campaign. It's been so much fun, I can't wait to get to the next episode. If you enjoyed, please do remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throw, and I'll see you all in the next one.